Hello everyone, welcome to my review of Transformers Studio Series Plus 06 Gamer Edition Starscream, or as I just like to call him, Transformers Studio Series Gamer Edition number 6 Starscream. Don't know why that plus is there, but it is there. But here he is, looking all screamy, as he should. My goodness, when this thing came out, people were over the moon about how fat he is. My God, Starscream, you gotta lose some weight, because this cockpit is so thick. You are a fat boy, and you need to go to the gym to lose some weight. However, in hand, I will say, this is not as bad as it is. Also, get in. It's not as bad as it looks in pictures, or even on the camera. Like, it's big, but I don't really mind it, to be honest. I'm just gonna say that, I don't really mind it. I don't know, I feel like it fills him out pretty well, and to be honest, this is at the moment the best gamer edition because they keep improving upon these gamer figures. They do. They absolutely do. And we'll talk more about that later. So let's get close in here on the head sculpt. If the camera wants to focus now. Okay. There you go. We got some focus in the action in here on the face sculpt right here. Oh, look at how beautiful that head sculpt is. Exactly like how he looked in the games. However, no light piping on the back. I thought maybe there was some light piping. It kind of looked like there was light piping, but the eyes do not light pipe. You also got these things which are, careful, these are package separated in the box. Also, I forgot to say, this is my first ever Gamer Edition review. And as a person who has a gaming channel, linked in the description, please check it out. I did Let's Plays for Transformers War, for Cybertron Fall, Cybertron Rise of the Dark Spark, and a bunch of other Transformers games. But as someone who does games as well and loves playing games, man, this is right up my alley. This is my kind of figure. But anyway, we got the nice thick cockpit right here, which is looking all thick and meaty. Well, metally. And we come down here to his legs. We also got his arms, but the arms doesn't really have much outside of a little bit of silver here. I almost forgot the little bit of silver there. But I got nice red here. Too bad he doesn't come with a crown as a reference to Fall of Cybertron, sadly enough. I would have liked the crown, by the way, because that would have been so good. Like maybe they could have made one of his weapons a bit smaller, so that he could actually have a crown. And then, because the front is basically missing Decepticon insignias, they put it all on the back. We got 4 of them in shot right now. Here they are. Oh, man. But I really like this figure. In case you don't know, this figure is absolutely my kind of jam. But yeah, so let's move straight into articulation, because there's nothing else to say. Also, he compacts pretty well. But yeah, so articulation-wise, his head is on a ball joint, but these things kind of get in the way of grabbing it. So you can move it up and down and rotate it all the way around if you want to. As you can see, you can go all the way around. How am I going to get this back? Come on. There we go. His arms can technically rotate all the way around, but the wing is in the way. However, if you do this, the wing gets out of the way a little bit. Not all the way. Come on. Can you not go? I thought you could go further. Oh well. Yeah, you can push the wing a little bit out the way for the arm articulation to accommodate a sky uppercut. Well, not really. He doesn't really have a fist, but you get what I mean. Let's get that back in there. You get some outward rotation. The arms can move out as well. You get a nice bicep rotation, a swivel here, and then he's got a double jointed elbow bend, as you can see. Absolutely wonderful. And then his fist, or well, his hand can rotate as well all the way around. He's got a waist rotation that gets blocked by the cockpit, sadly enough, so it doesn't really go that far. It can go all the way around, but the cockpit's in the way, so yeah. Anyway, his legs can go forward about that far, so he can do a really high kick. They can go backwards about that far, so he can do a pretty high back kick. Sure. We're moving the arm out of the way. We can get some outward movement as well. Some nice rotation up here on that mushroom joint. A nice bend at the knee. However, there's also a tab here at the knee, weirdly enough. I don't know why. But yeah, this kind of tabs in. You can kind of feel it tab in. But it doesn't really ruin anything. You can still do the bend that you need to do. And this is how far it goes. And finally, for the feet, we got a little bit of a... He's coming to bits at the seams. Come on. Really? Did I really just fold in his toe? Oh my. His toe can move up and down a little bit, and he's got an ankle pivot. So he has the standard articulation that is standard. Too bad the waist joint is a bit limited, but to be honest, I don't necessarily mind all that much because this is one killer looking screamer. So let's move into the weapons. Starting off, he comes with a big mace, and this is the weapon that I was talking about before. If they made this a little bit smaller, maybe they could have included a crown, or just yoinked one from the, or just take one from the Studio Series 86 Starscream. But yeah, but he comes with the big mace that comes disassembled out of the box. So you just assemble it like so. And now he's got a big mace that he can hold in his hand. Which, to be honest, feels a little bit too big for him. But he has a big mace, so he can start smashing just Autobots and Megatron. If he can hold his thing. But he can start smashing Megatron as well to claim the throne as the leader of the Decepticons. As he rightfully should be. Even though, like this, it kind of looks like he wants to eat an apple. Anyway, but that's not all he comes with because, oh, they listened. He comes with an Null-Ray. But they listened. Oh my god, they listened. I mean, technically, they listened with Megatron, but he doesn't count. He's supposed to have this. Because he's supposed to have it on his arm. But what I mean is they come with a tiny little peg. That you can see right there. Tiny little peg. So that they can hold the weapon. Oh, beautiful. Oh, they listened. Sideswipe also will do this. So it seems like that is going to be a future thing. They even made it a point to say that in live streams where it's like, look, we listened, okay? These gamer figures, their weapons need to also be able to be held. And yes, they do. But yeah, he comes with this gun. I think it's the Null-Ray, but I don't know. But it is from the games. But if you want to be game accurate, you can remove Starscream's arm. Take the plug and peg it in. And now he can start shooting. Because in the games, they always... the arm became the gun. Which is a cool thing that they did. But for storing this stuff... unless they have a peg on the back for the arm, where am I gonna store the arm? Now, luckily enough, I have not had that problem yet, because with Bumblebee and Optimus and Barricade, you can store the arms on the back. So that is fine enough. But what am I gonna do with this arm? This is a cool gimmick, and I like it a lot, but you need to also think about storage. So yeah, but this is actually a really cool weapon. Look at all the detail it has on here. I just wanted to show off the whole peg and stuff like that, but it's a nice looking weapon. It is long too. Yeah, let's plug the arm back in here. There we go. But yeah, this is one nice looking screamer. So let's move the weapons out of the way so we can, what is this? So we can get straight into size comparison. So starting off, here he is with his previous self. Even though this is the Skywarp version, I don't actually have the Starscream version. And this is where people were kind of complaining. Because this one has the thinner chest. Well, Starscream's got the big chest. But to be honest, I kind of like the big chest. Now that I have it in hand, like in images, I didn't like it. But now that I have him in hand, it's like, you know, I don't know. It feels like it gives him more presence. It is. The only reason that this is bigger is so that it can open up and the head can go in for transformation purposes. That's the only reason. But to be honest, I like it. With the design itself, it works. It is not like really big where, you know, it's like, oh look, the chest is this big. And then, you know, the legs are like this. It's like, it's not like that. Also, here they are from the back, in case anyone wants to know what they look like from the back. Here they are. Just thought I'd enter that in here as well. This is what we had back in the day. However, size-wise, I feel like more, like this thing should have been a bit smaller. Not this small, but smaller. But we'll get there when we get there. Because next up, here he is next to Transformers 12 Cybertron Shockwave. Yes, was even able to pull a Shockwave out of this one. Too bad I don't have a Soundwave. Otherwise, he would have been here as well. But there you go. And here he is with Garbage himself. Oh, I don't like this thing. Oh, I don't like this thing. Get it off my face. Barricade. Studio Series Gamer Edition Barricade. The worst of the Gamer Edition figures. And the only one that should never be used ever again to make figures, okay? Hasbro, do not. Finally, here he is. With the leader himself. Let me remove leader's weapon. Here he is next to Mega Man himself. Look at it. Now he is slightly smaller than Megatron, but I feel like he should have been a little bit smaller, or Megatron should have just been a little bit bigger. However, this was my favorite of the Gamer Edition figures. However, something that Megatron is probably going to hear for the first time. Good sir, you've been dethroned. Because we now have Gamer Edition Starscream. And he is better than you are. Sadly enough, you have been dethroned. It's about time, right, Starscream? However, you might actually be dethroned by Sideswipe later on. And let's move him off to the side, because that is it for size comparison. Bring Starscream in here, so we can get into transformation. So, let's transform Starscream. What you want to do is you want to take this backpack off and extend it out like so. Then you want to take these pieces here on the side, not the back yet. These pieces on the side, rotate them around and then rotate them forward. Come on. How do I always get stuck? Rotate them. Separate them. Rotate them out. It's a bit stiff on this one. And there you go. Now open up the back. Come in here. Rotate it out. And put it back. And rotate these back wings around. Like so. Now what you want to do is rotate him around. Take these pieces here. Fold them forward. Open up the chest piece and untab it as well. You're supposed to do it the opposite way. I guess you can fold out the nose cone a bit, but anyway, that wasn't really supposed to be the next step. Fold up the head like so. Make sure that the head is absolutely straight with this thing. Rotate the head around like so, and then fold it into the chest, which is why the chest is so fat. But yeah, rotate the... Oh no, the nose cone did need to go out so that the head can actually fit in there. There you go. Make sure that the head is straight. Otherwise it won't go in. Anyway, then you want to flip this up. Then you want to make sure that these things are absolutely straight. Rotate them up, and then under here... Just see if you can see it. Under here is a tiny tab that will go into that hole, and same on the other side. So you basically just want to tab that in and then extend this forward like so. Now we come under here. Time for arm. So what I really like the arm transformation. So what you want to do is you want to fold it in like so, but also rotate this piece here. And make sure that this blue thingy goes into that gap like so. I don't know why, I find that very satisfying about this guy's transformation. Then you want to rotate the arms up. Rotate the arms up. Then you want to take the arms and use the double elbow joint here in order to bend it like so. And then bend it down. Do the same thing on the other side. Bend it and then bend it down. Make sure it's all the way bended like so. There you go. Make sure you grab your parts separator. Anyway, then with the arms, there's a tiny tab in here and on this side as well. That will go into the arms right in there, little groove. So you want to rotate it around and just tab that in like so. Everything is fighting me today. You can also rotate the hands so that they are flush if you want to. But there you go. Now let's move into leg o'clock by rotating the camera down. For the legs action, so what you want to do is you want to open up these panels, and this is why part separator is something I had to grab. Open up the panels and then rotate like so. But yeah, untab it. Rotate it down and make sure that the knee tab, the one that I was talking about during articulation, can go into that tiny hole right there. But not all the way, more like a halfway thing. See? It's still sticking out, and that's what it's supposed to do. So do the same thing on the other side. Just... Oh, that hurt. Anyway, rotate it down. Make sure that it goes in, and then there is a tab here. It goes into the hole there, like so. And then make sure to straighten this out, rotate this so that everything is straight. And now we come back to the backpack. And under here there are 2 tabs. Oh, you can't see it because we need to go up again because we are now in the final stretch. But under here there are 2 tabs, as you can see. They will go into the leg holes right here and here. So just take them, push them back. Make sure that you get them in, like so. Push everything in. And it will look like we got a jet right here. So here is Starscream in his jet mode. So everyone's transformed. So let's get into Starscream's jet mode. And before I do that, actually, I want to say something. I hadn't transformed this thing in like, what, 10 years? Maybe. And I just did it one go. I was like, alright, let me just untap it. I'm actually surprised by that I remembered how you worked. I mean, you are easy, but still. Anyway, but here we got the gamer Starscream in his jet mode, and this is one fine-ish looking jet mode. Now, you can be like, what do you mean, ish? Well, you can see it right here. It's like, the jet kind of ends here, and then you get like this. It's like, it feels like it's supposed to be more compact. But it's not. Sadly enough, but it is still one nice looking jet mode. So anyway, here we got the jet mode. We got the nice big cockpit with the head inside right now. Get the nice yellow in here. It reminds me of bees, and I do not like bees, but I do like this orange yellowish color. Better than that other yellowish color that they use for Scrap Heap, whose review I think is next. But yeah, but we got some nice here, like the nice Decepticon logos right here on the little wings. People were complaining that the wings were a little bit too small. I don't mind the small wings, but what I mind is more this gappy area right here. I don't really mind the small wings themselves. And then you got some nice Decepticon logos on each side of the top thingy. I don't know if that counts as a wing or not, but you got some Decepticon symbols on there. Oh, what I forgot to do in the transformation video. You gotta fold these little wingies out as well. They're so tiny, I always forget these exist. Like, 9 out of 10 times that I've transformed this thing since I had it, I haven't folded out those wings. And I've only done it like 5 times. But anyway, but this is one nice looking jet mode. But it's a jet mode, can't really say much about it outside of... Let's move straight into the next segment, which is weapons. So you got some weapon storage up here. So you can store the mace. You cannot store the mace up there because of the fact that the mace has an extra little peg there. So you can't really store the mace. Could you store the mace in here? No, okay. Oh, there are pegs on the sides here, so you can store the mace. I didn't notice them because, once again, they are so tiny, but you got tiny little pegs here on the side of the mace that can store on here. There you go. You can store the weapons. You can't really store the weapons under him, though. There's no real place outside, unless these 2 tabs do anything, but I think they're just supposed to tab into here, so that ain't gonna happen. But yeah, but you can store the mace there, and then the gun you can take and store it on the other side, but it would probably be better if I just did this because of the scope on the null ray. No, I did everything to pull you down. And then you can take this here, and there you go. He has weapon storage as well. Looking ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous, but he has it, so that is at least something. So let's move straight into the size comparison once again. Here is Skywarp, because I don't have the original Starscream. And which one of these jet modes do I like more? I kind of have to go with the old one. I'm sorry, but I do have to go with the old one, because this feels a little bit more tight. However, there's still that gappy thing, and he's got the head poking out. Hello. he's right there. He can still see you. Your crotch ain't blocking anything. But he's got his head poking out right there. And this one is too long. However, he does not have his head poking out. But on the underside, he does have his arms that you cannot see. His arms poking out. While this one has, well, also his hands poking out. Huh. But I think I'll have to give it to the original because it feels a little bit more like I said, it feels like they stopped halfway and then they were just like, oh no, we need a cockpit, but someone drew this, and it's like, alright, sure. I don't even know if it's accurate to the game because when you fly, you always are like this. You're never like this. But yeah, man, that Starscream mission is great with Skywarp and Thundercracker, which apparently next year, according to leaks, we are getting a Skywarp and Thundercracker repaint of this guy. So you can get the trio together. Yes, I'm so excited. Man, let's move Skywarp out of here so we can get Shockwave into this shot as well. Here he is next to Shockwave. Way too big. We need an update on this one. And I don't think the leaks actually stated that we're getting an update on this one next year. Sadly enough. Also, I forgot to fold these parts out, but this is not your review. I have already shot your review, and I don't think it's been released yet. No, it's not. It will go up later on in the year. But yeah. Anyway, here he is next to the only good mode Barricade has. The car mode. And I will say it once, and then I'll say it again in his review, and any other Decepticon review from Gamer. He's too big. He should have been smaller. He's way too big. I'm just saying that. And finally, here he is next to Mega Man himself. Look at him with his leader. Man, that Megatron mission and then into Starscream was so fun. But here he is next to Megatron. Well, Megatron kind of feels a little bit small in comparison, which you can't see because the camera's a little bit too low. So we're gonna up on the bad boy. There we go. He is slightly taller actually, but that's because of the cannon. But yeah, it's nice to have these two together at last. I've waited an eternity for Gamer Edition Starscream. But yeah, but they look nice together. So let's move Mega Man out of here so we can get into the reverse transformation. So let's get Screamer back into his robot mode. So what you want to start off with is you want to take this back piece here and untap these pieces. Sure, why not? Untap the back. There you go. God, I feel like I'm breaking the toy. What the heck? What was that? But yeah, untap the back part from the legs. Then what you can do is you can untab this little piece here, and untab the leg from in there. Oh, the tab is on the underside. I was like, where's the tab? Did I break it? But yeah, anyway, untab this little tabby in here from the leg, and then rotate it up, and then just fold this piece in and tab it in. Do the same thing on the other side, so just untab it, fold it down, and then just tab that in like so. Take the part separator and undo the toes. Also, as I forgot to show off on the one transformation, but yeah, on the robot to vehicle mode transformation, you can actually you also have to untap these parts, but they're so tiny and minuscule, I forgot about them. So I will call that a my bad to anyone who watches the Transform It videos instead of the reviews. This is why you watch the reviews. In case I miss something, I will address it in the review. Untap the arms. Oh, we're a bit too low on this bad boy. So untap the arms and rotate them out. Fold them all the way out like so. Rotate them down. Take the arms and just rotate them to the side like so. Just extend them out like so. And what you want to do is you want to open up the cockpit. Push out the head. No, not like that. Rotate the head around. Yeah, rotate the head out. Fold up. Now we're going back down, baby. We're going everywhere in this video. But yeah, rotate this piece down like so. Take the chest. Unhook these pieces. I thought they would automatically unhook. Don't you hook back in. And then rotate it down. I thought they would automatically unhook because the first time I transformed this guy, they automatically unhooked. And then you have two tabs here that are going to slot into the two holes under here. Just fold it down. Rotate the head up. Oh, now I see what the head's supposed to do. Rotate the head down. There you go. Anyway, tab it in. Like so. Rotate the cockpit in and then push the head down like so. Rotate these pieces out. And rotate the toes out again, because of course they go back in. They kind of have a click, but they also, one of them doesn't. Bit annoying. Anyway, then what you want to do is you want to take the backpack, lift it up, take these pieces here and rotate them in a little bit. Open this up. Actually, they're supposed to open this up first. Rotate the red pieces in and then close the bad boy back up. Now we can fold this up, and then there's a little slot in here for this tab. So you just take it and slot it in. Oh no, you don't. Not yet. Wait. Hold the phone here. Don't do it yet. Please, somebody stop me. Why did nobody stop me? You're supposed to fold these things around first. Otherwise, we don't have any room to do that. Now, we can rotate these up. But it did allow me to show off the tab hole. So that's at least a bonus. Ah, well. And then you want to rotate it up. And then in here, there are 2 tabs that are going to slot into the back. And then if you've done everything correctly, once again, pull out the toe. That's the foot that doesn't have a clicky. But yeah, anyway, once you've done all of that, get him straightened. And here we have Starscream back in his robotic mode. So, Gamer Edition Starscream. Finally another Gamer Edition figure. It's been an eternity since I had one of these, because the last one that I got was Megatron, and then Studio Series Wave 1 of this year took forever to arrive. But now that it's here, I am very happy with this Starscream figure. I like him a lot, and I've said it before and I'll say it again. He's my favorite gamer today. Right now. Will Sideswipe be able to knock Starscream off his throne? Probably. But will the figure? Now that's where the question comes into play. Once I get my hands on Starscream, I will obviously let you guys know. However, I think we still have a Ratchet at the end of the year coming out, because there's no way Decepticon Infantry is going to be top tier. Especially not because people think he's going to be a repaint or retool of this thing, which no. At that point, he's going to be the worst. The second worst. Maybe the worst. I don't know. It could be an improvement. But yeah, so I like the Starscream figure a lot. I don't know if the Sideswipe figure is going to dethrone this one, but for now, this is my favorite Gamer Edition. Gamer Edition had a rough start, but I feel like it finally kind of figured out where it wants to go, and I'm just looking forward to the Gamer Edition figures. And that's not just because the War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron games are top tier. It's not just because of that. If you have money, I would recommend you pick those up, because those games are fantastic. Best Transformers games ever made. But I do recommend him. If you want a nice little Starscream, I recommend this little guy. Well, this big guy. He's actually a big guy. But this one, I would recommend. If you want gamer figures, this one is for sure a good place to start. But that has been my review of Transformers Gamer Edition number 6 Voyager class Starscream. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that bell, and comment your thoughts on this figure. And please check out my Let's Play channel, linked in the description and at the end of the video. I upload 3 videos every day of different games, but mainly Pokemon. And I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye!